Morning children. So in the last class we have seen about these three friends going to the house of Sohan and spending a whole day there. Yeah? So in this lesson we have come across some names like so in that lesson we came across some names like Sohan, Raj, then there were two girls, Asif, Rekha, isn't it? So, yeah, all these friends came to the house of Sohan. So there was another word, yeah, house is a word. Then there was another word, living room. Then they found a lot of things over there. There was a sofa, isn't it? There was a sofa there. There was a fish bowl. There was a piano. A painting was hanging on the wall. Isn't it? So all these are different words that we came across in the lesson. I and my home. So, see, Sohan, Raj, Asif, Rekha, all these are of persons. Isn't it? They are the names of persons, means people. Isn't it? So the names like Sohan, Raj, Asif, Rekha, etc. are names of persons, or we can say as a people. Right? Now, home, a living room, dining room, or a thing of a city, or when we say is a good tour. Right? So these are the names of places. Right? And sofa is a thing, fish bowl is an object, is a thing, piano is a thing, painting is a thing. Isn't it? So these are the words that shows the names. So what are these? These are names of things. These are names of places. And these are names of people. Right? So, all these are different names that we have gathered from this lesson. And some of them denote the name of persons. Some of them denote the name of places. Some of them denote the names of things. Okay? So, these kinds of words are the words that denotes the names of persons, place or thing is called a noun. Okay? Words that denote the name of persons, places or things are called a noun. Right? Okay? Now when we write a man or a boy or a girl, they are also names of people. When we write a city or a village or a town, they are again names of places. When we say temple, or when we say shop, or when we say cup, they are also names. Okay? So a noun can denote anything, either a person, a place or a thing. Okay? At the same time, if I say Sohan or Ravi okay, or Bhanu. They are also names of persons. If I say Guntur, if I say Delhi, or if I see Chennai, they are names of places. If I say Taj Mahal, or if I say the name of an animal, Roxy, or yeah, Tom is the name of a pet cat, right? So when we say a general name, a man can be any man, isn't it? A boy can be any boy, but a girl can be any girl. But when I say Sohan, it can be only one boy, one man, one person, isn't it? Ravi can be only one person. Bhanu can be only one girl. Guntur, there is only one Guntur in this world. Delhi is also only one place. Chennai is also only one place. Taj Mahal is only one. Tomcat is a name of a particular cat. So when we gather this special names, okay, when we speak about these special names, they are known as proper nouns. Okay, so what is a proper noun? A proper noun is a special name, a name of a particular person, place or a thing is called a proper noun. Okay, now we will do an exercise related to this particular point.
Children, we have already seen the lesson part about the nouns, the naming words, and we have seen the different types of nouns also, like proper nouns and common nouns. Okay, so now we have an activity part, an exercise part given over here, so we will do that now. So read the following paragraph, underline all the special names with the red and circle all the common names with the green. Okay. So here is a paragraph given with some 5 sentences. So we need to identify all the special names. A special name means proper nouns in that, and we need to put them in a box. Okay, it's given to circle here, but I will use a box for that. And all the common names have to be done in a red. Okay, so we will use a red mark to underline the common words. Okay, so read the sentences. Sohan, Raj, Asif, Rekha and Aruna study in the same school. Sometimes they play in the park near their houses. One day, Sohan invited his friends to his house. They were happy to see fishes in a bowl. They ate tasty food and played together at Sohan's house. Right? So now we will start to read these sentences one by one and circle or keep the proper nouns or the specific names in a green rectangle and the common names with a red mark. Okay. So Sohan, Raj, Asif, Rekha and Aruna study in the same school. Okay. So Sohan, is a Sohan a proper noun? Is Sohan the name of a specific person? Yes. So we will use a green box to put Sohan in. Second is Raj. Raj again is a name of a particular person. So we will put a Raj also in a green box. Now Asif. Asif is the name of another friend of Sohan, isn't it? Okay, so Asif also is in a box. Rekha. Rekha is the name of another friend, right? So that also is in a box. Aruna is the name of another friend that they have, right? So then we have school. School can be any school, na? So we will use a red underlining for that. Okay. So in the first sentence, Sohan, Raj, Asif, Rekha and Aruna are specific names or special names. So they are kept in the box, and the school is a common name. So we have kept that with an underlining. Sometimes they play in the park. So now the second sentence. Sometimes they play in the park near their houses. So sometimes they play in the park. Park is a common name. So we will, okay, that's not working. So park is a common name. We need to underline that. And again, houses. House is also a common noun. We need to underline that. One day, Sohan invited his friends to his house. Sohan is a proper noun. We have already done that in the first sentence, so we have put it there. Invited his friends. Friends again is a common name. Okay, so friends again is a common name. We have to underline that. To his house. House is a common noun. They were happy to see fish in a bowl. Fish again a proper noun. A bowl, a common one. It can be any bowl, na? So they ate tasty food. All kind of food are there in that, okay? And played together at the Sohan's house. Right? So now we'll move on to the next question. Yes. So let's play this game. Write one common and one special name in each column. Begin the special name with the capital letters. So there is a person, place, animal, thing, boxes given there, and we have got some options also. We need to write a special name and a common name, means a common noun and a proper noun. Okay. So first is Sohan. Sohan is the name of a person. So it is a person, and Sohan is the name of a particular person, isn't it? So that is a proper noun. Delhi is the name of a particular city, so it's a special name, it's a place. Boy is a name of a, yes, is a naming word. It can be used for anybody. It's a commonly used word, isn't it? City is another such a word for a place. It can be any city, so that is a common word, right? Tiger is the name of a particular animal, no? Tiger is the name of a particular animal. Animal is a word that can be used for any animal, isn't it? The word animal can be used for any animals. So animal is a common noun. Chair is a proper noun. Gas is any gas, isn't it? So that is a common noun as far as the things are concerned. So examples of a person is a Sohan and a boy. A place is a Delhi and a city. An animal is a tiger and an animal. A thing is a chair and a gas, right? So I'll keep this window the same for another 2 minutes. Look at the video, look at this screen and read it loud. Okay? Okay. So now we will move on to the next part.
So we have seen what a noun is and what a pronoun is. Now, let us consider, okay, there was a boy in this story, na? Raj. So Raj sat on the sofa. Again, Raj looked around. Raj saw something on a table. Raj asked about it. Raj went to the fish bowl. So I have written 5 sentences here. First is Raj sat on the sofa. Raj rang the bell. Sohan came and opened the door. All the friends came inside, and there was a sofa kept there which had a dull color, isn't it? So Raj sat on the sofa. Raj looked around. Looked around. Raj saw something on a table. Raj asked about it. Raj went to the fish bowl. So every sentence, Raj, it's saying something about the person called Raj. Isn't it? Huh? So in every sentence, it's saying something about Raj. Raj has done something. Okay? But is it good to repeat the same word again and again? Every sentence, Raj, Raj, Raj. Huh? So, when we have to repeat names, we will use what? He. Huh? Raj sat on the table. He looked around. He saw something. He asked about it, and he went to the fish bowl. Okay, so this is a word, he is a word that we use instead of a noun. Raj is the name of a person, no? So that is a noun, isn't it? Raj is a noun because it's the name of a person. So this is a word, he is a word that we use against a Raj. Okay, and if we have to tell about a girl, if we have to tell about a girl, then we say she. Huh? If it is Raji, for example, if it is Raji, we say Raji sat on a sofa, Raji looked around, Raji saw a table, Raji asked about it, Raji went to the fish bowl. Isn't it? So instead of Raji being repeated, what do we do? Raji sat on a sofa. Raji looked around. No, she looked around. She saw something on a table. She asked about it. She went to the fish bowl. Okay. So if you have to speak about a girl or something in the female gender, feminine gender, we use a she. If you have to tell it about the entire friends, all the friends, so shall we say the friends sat on the table? The friends, again the friends. The friends, friends. Okay, there are more people here. All the four friends who came to Sohan's house. If we have to tell about more people, then we use they. Then we use they. So we say the friends sat on the sofa, they looked around, they saw something on the table, they asked about it, they went to the fish bowl. Okay, so instead of this word the friends being repeated, we use a they. Right? And as they were talking, there was a piano. If you have to tell something about the piano, we may say, the piano was big. The piano was in the corner. Goes like that. Okay. If you want to avoid the word the piano, we use the word it. Okay. So, if we have to tell something about a boy or a male, we use a he. If we want to tell something about a girl, she. A group of friends, they. If we have to tell about something, we use a it. Clear? If you have to tell something about yourself, for example, change this once again. You are Raj. Okay. So who is Raj? You yourself is a Raj. If we have to tell about ourselves, if you have to tell about yourself, then we use the word I. Okay, so Raj, I sat on a sofa, I looked around, I saw something on the table, I asked about it, and I went to the fishbowl. And if you were one of the friends, imagine you were Raj, the four friends who went to the Sohan's house, then you say we. Okay? So we sat on a sofa, we looked around, we saw something on a table, we asked about it, and we went to the fishbowl. Okay? So now we have got a set of words which can be used instead of a noun. Isn't it? So these are words which we can use instead of a noun. Whenever a noun gets repeated, so as to avoid that repetition, we can use I or we, or if you have to tell about a second person, then we can use you. Then we have he, she, they, and it. Okay, and these words are known as pronouns. So what do you mean by a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that we can use instead of a noun. Instead of a noun means in the place of a noun, we can use these words. Right? So we have got an exercise to do about this, and we will do that and go on to the next part.
So we have seen what pronouns are, where do we use the pronouns and all, isn't it? So now here we have a task. Circle all the words, the pronouns that are used in place of naming words in the given passage. So what we need to do is we need to identify the pronouns used in this. We need to identify the pronouns used in this and circle them. Okay. So Sohan opened the door. He had invited some friends to his house. They came in and sat on the sofas. They talked about the school. Raj saw the fish bowl first. The children watched the fishes in the bowl. It was kept on a table. They stood around it. Aruna liked the piano. Rekha looked at the painting. She liked it and said it was beautiful. Sohan called all his friends to the dining room. They ate some tasty goodies. Right? So the first sentence, Sohan opened the door. He had invited some friends to his house. So here we have a he, no? So what does that he mean? He means Sohan, isn't it? So here he is used instead of a Sohan. So that is a pronoun. Some friends to his house. They came in. Who are they? His friends. Okay, Sohan's friends are described as they. In and sat on the sofas. They talked about the school. They talked. Who talked again? They means, yeah, Sohan's friends talked about the school. Raj saw the fish bowl first. The children watched the fishes in the bowl. It was kept on a table. So here it, the word it here stands for the fish bowl, isn't it? It stands for a fish bowl. They stood around it. Who stood around it? The friends stood around it. It. What is it again? It is yes, the fishbowl. Aruna liked the piano. She looked at the painting. Rekha looked at the painting. She liked it. She means Rekha liked it. It means the painting. She said it was beautiful. Again it. Sohan called all his friends to the dining room. They ate some good tasty goodies. Right? Sohan opened the door. He had invited some friends to his house. They came in and sat on the sofas. They talked about the school. Raj saw the fishbowl first. The children watched the fishes in the bowl. It was kept on a table. They stood around it. Aruna liked the piano. Rekha looked at the painting. She liked it and said that it was beautiful. Okay. So Sohan opened the door. He had invited some friends to his house. They came in and sat on the sofas. They talked about the school. Raj saw the fishbowl first. The children watched the fishes in the bowl. It was kept on a table. They stood around it. Aruna liked the piano. Rekha looked at the painting. She liked it and said it was beautiful. Sohan called all his friends to the dining room. They ate some tasty goodies. Okay. So now we have marked all the pronouns inside this. And I will keep this screen same for another 2 minutes for you to read it. Okay. Okay, children. So now we'll go on to the next one.
Fine. Now, I'll write some sentences from this particular lesson. Okay. So the first one is the friends went into the house. They sat on the sofa. There was a goldfish inside the bowl. A painting was hanging on the wall. A flower vase was beside. Was it? Beside the fish bowl. Fine. So, these are some words that I have written from this textbook. The friends went into the room, they rang the bell, the calling bell. Someone came and opened the door and all the friends went into the house. Okay. They sat on the sofa. After reaching the living room, there were some sofas kept over there and they sat on that sofa. There was a goldfish inside the bowl. So when they saw the bowl, all the four friends went there and looked at that very eagerly. So they saw some fish in that and there was a goldfish also inside it. Then a painting was hanging on the wall. So next to the piano there was a wall and there was a beautiful painting. Right? Then a flower vase was kept beside the fish bowl. There was a flower vase with a beautiful flowers in it. Isn't it? So in all these words, in all these sentences, there is one particular word which shows the position. Which shows the position. And that particular word is this. The friends went into the house. They went into the house, not out of the house. Right? Then they sat on the sofa. Okay, so if there is they sat on the sofa. It's not beside the sofa, it's not behind the sofa, it's not below the sofa. They sat on the sofa. Right? Then the goldfish was inside the bowl. Isn't it? So if this is a bowl, there is a goldfish. And where is that? Where is the goldfish? The goldfish is inside the bowl, isn't it? Now, a painting was hanging on the wall. There was a piano and beside the piano there was a wall and this painting was displayed on that. Isn't it? Now, a flower vase was kept beside the fish bowl. Yes. So this fish bowl was kept there on something like a table or something. And there was a beautiful flower vase which had flowers on that. Okay, it was not below, it was not in front of that, it was not on the side of it, it was not above that. All these are different positions, isn't it? So, in every sentence we write, there will be definitely one particular word which shows the position of things in that. Okay, on the wall, beside. Right? So these kinds of words that it shows the position of things in a sentence is called prepositions. Okay, so prepositions are words which shows positions, right, in relation to other things. There will be two things in that, and this word will be showing the relation in between that. For example, the goldfish. Where is the goldfish? Inside the bowl, not outside the bowl or near the bowl or beside the bowl or something like that. That was inside the bowl. Or a flower vase. A flower vase was near the bowl, not above the bowl, not below the bowl, not in front of the bowl, not behind the bowl, right? It was beside it. Okay, so these kinds of words which shows the relation or the position of things in a sentence is called the prepositions. Okay, so when we read the lesson, we need to check for these prepositions in that and underline that. Okay, so that is the easiest way that we can learn more about the prepositions. Right. So now we have got an activity to do with this. We will do that and then we will go on to the next session.
So now we have learned about the prepositions, and what we need to do now here is we need to underline the prepositions in these sentences given. Okay. So the first sentence is, they sat on the sofas, the painting was on the wall, the fishes were in the bowl, the vase was near the bowl, the clock was on the wall above the fish bowl. Okay. So we need to identify the prepositions in each of these sentences and underline them. So what is the first one? They sat on the sofas. So what is the preposition in that? On. The second one, the painting was on the wall. So where was the painting? The painting was on the wall. So what is the preposition in that? On. The fishes were in the bowl. So what is the word that shows the position of a fish? It is in the bowl, right? Yeah, the vase was near the bowl. So where was the flower vase kept? It was kept near the bowl, right? Now the clock was on the wall above the fish bowl. So clock was on the wall, and where was it? Above the fish bowl. Okay. So we have underlined the prepositions in these sentences. They sat on the sofas, the painting was on the wall, the fish were in the bowl, the vase was near the bowl, the clock was on the wall above the fish bowl. Okay. So I'll keep the screen the same for a minute. You just read the sentences.